welcome you to the first ever live Kurt Network podcast. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm kind of in awe in this moment, just because, like, you know, me and Taylor, this is the 10th year that me and his sister been dating, and it'll be 7 years in March that we've been married, and I didn't know that, like, me marrying her was gonna be a staple in his life. Like, I knew that I was gonna be dating her, but I didn't realize, like, yo, you really gonna be an image in front of her little brother. Like, he get to see how I treat his sister, essentially. So, yeah, man. Second thing is, we got a special guest in the building. Tell the people your name.
Eric Banks, what's the deal, y'all?
Yeah, man. So what's crazy is, like, bro, I ain't know you had motion going like that. And I see you got that on too.
Man, this was a little something. Nothing crazy.
Got the all whites on, looking crispy. Yeah, man. But I'm really in awe, man. I'm really proud of you, man, because, like, you know, I had to ask Pops, like, yo, who was my man? You know, and, you know, he was just telling me that he was the Mamba, and, you know, I got to do my research on him, but for a guy like that, like, and I don't know if y'all can feel, like, I don't know if y'all can see the energy exude off of him, but my man had, like, some energy on him. And I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting back taking notes, like, man, I need to get, or whatever it is that I'm doing right now, I need to take it a little bit more serious, because I need the energy from him. I need somebody to look at me and go, yo, I want to be like him when I grow up. And not think that they gotta do something else, or they gotta hoop. Not saying that there ain't nothing wrong with hooping, but, you know, my man is a chef here, and he came to see Eric. Like, I'm impressed with that, man, you know? So, how you feel about him, man, coming to see you like that?
Man, I appreciate it for real, because he didn't have to come up here. I'm very thankful for everybody coming out today. For sure thankful to my pops and my moms for putting this together. Because I know my dad, he's stressed over there, but he doing his thing. And I know my mom, she was stressed too, and she was having a good time. And I know Taylor, she was on another one, but she was having a good time too. But I appreciate all y'all for coming out, and everybody just supporting me today. So thank you. Yeah.
You know we can't go no further without the credentials. So I just want to shout out Eric, man, class of 2023. So Eric graduated from Martin Luther King Junior High School. Shout out to King High School. I got a few people who I know that went there. But Eric graduated with a 3.4 out of his class. Like, that's real. So let me ask you, man, was there ever a point, because I know, you know, we just came out of COVID, was there ever a point where you like, man, I ain't really feeling school? Like,
man, I'd say sophomore year, that was the hardest year because we was virtual. And that virtual ain't no joke. If you've been on virtual for high school, man, that's a different level of school. Because you at the crib 24/7 in front of a computer screen, and you just like, you want to be asleep. And it was hard. Like, I had good grades, but I was just like, man, I'm here, but I'm just ready to get this over with. So I say sophomore year was the hardest year for sure with COVID, for sure.
So let me ask, when did you go back to real school, like where you had to be in class?
Junior year, that's when I went back.
Okay, so how was that adjustment? Like, for somebody who going, man, somebody right now watching going, man, I really don't want to graduate. So how do you usher them in to say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this? Like, they might, you know, everybody back to school now. So what can you tell someone who may be struggling in school? What can you tell them, like, hey, man, this is how I was able to make that transition? Because what you went through, a lot of people will never be able to say, like, that'll never happen again. It'll only be one COVID. You feel me? They could come up with any other name, but, like, how was that experience going from not going to school to going back to school?
I ain't gonna lie, it was easy for real. It was turn for real going back. Cause I ain't seen people in like 2 years that I was cool with freshman year. And I met a lot of new people, and Omar sitting over there, with the dreads. He was security guard his first year there, and he was mad cool. And so I got every day I'd be like, man, when the Votech bus coming, bro, I'm ready to go. He was like, man, I don't even know when that boy coming. He be finicky. And so I was like, junior year going back was fun because it was like just meeting new people and seeing old faces. It was cool. But I say tell other people, I feel like school is school for real. Like it's gonna be hard, but it's easy if you make it easy for yourself. It's only hard if you make it hard for yourself. If you complain about it all the time, if you say, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do my homework, then it's going to be hard for you. If you just do what you got to do and keep it pushing, it ain't going to be hard for you. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, so I love, you know what's crazy, man? I feel like I just learned a new skill, man. Because I just heard you say something I don't even think you heard yourself say. So you said that you was like, yo, where the Votech bus? Where the Votech bus? So you had your mind set on the goals.
Yeah.
So what was that goal?
Man, that was my first year of Votech too. I was just trying to go to Votech so I can learn for real, because that's where I did culinary at, and my chefs there, they was holding me down, and so it was a good experience there, for real. Like, it'd be some days where I didn't want to go or this, that, and etc. But I say for sure that if you want to experience something like that, going to Votech or whatever, you should do it, because it's a different opportunity for people that don't want to be in school all day and want to like do something else, because like it's a trade for real. Like you got Bright Heart, Randolph, and Go Lightly, and you can do whatever you want, whether it's carpentry, welding, cooking. And so I knew a lot of people there already because my pops used to work there. And so when I was going there, it was a fun experience for real. We ain't had buffets our first year. But my second year, this year, we did buffets, and I ran the buffet by myself. I was the manager, so my chefs put me in charge, and they was like, bro, you gotta do you. You gotta get it done somehow, some way. And it came with a lot of adversity, because our first buffet was terrible. They served raw chicken, and I wasn't even the manager of that buffet yet. I was on the carving station, and so me and one of my mans, we was on the carving station, and our chef was mad. I was back in the kitchen cooking some steaks, because some people like their stuff well done. I was back there, next thing I know, I see my chef come back with a plate. I just see it red. I'm like, it's over with. Chef heated. Chef over here yelling at everybody. I told y'all 165 on the chicken. And I'm just like, dog, it's getting crazy out here. So I go back to the front. I'm like, man, let me mind my business. I'm just about to go up here, do my conversation, keep pushing. So second buffet come around, and they put me as manager, and everything went smooth. Nothing ain't happened. Everybody was good customer service. I was on quality control like nobody's business, bro. I was on their behind. I was like, man, if y'all ain't on y'all stuff, y'all gotta get off the line. I'll pick somebody else to do it, because I ain't got time for this. I gotta impress my chefs to show them what I can do at the end of the day. Because for y'all, this just may be something y'all just doing for a grade. This is my life at the end of the day. This is something that I'm going to school for. This is something that I gotta live for, to make a grind. And that's what it is for real with Votech. I'm a hustler when it comes to that, for sure.
Yeah, man, I like how you was able to find something that you love, and I feel like that's what kind of like kept your fire going. So, man, shout out to you, man. DJ, give him a boost. Shout out to the DJ. So, I know you said that you getting ready to go to school, man. What school you getting ready to go to?
I'm going to Johnson Wales University.
Okay, Johnson and Wales. Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm going for culinary and sports nutrition.
Okay, so ultimately, what will your job be once you're finished with school?
My job afterwards would be, I want to go work for sports teams. So probably, I got to do an internship before I can even graduate. So that's really like with my window of getting a job for real. So I'm gonna come back home and do my internship here and work for the Pistons. So after I graduate, the Plum Markets that have the sponsorship with the sports teams, I may be here in Michigan or I may be somewhere else.
So really, man, I want to get you to get one last comment for you to say, because it sounds like, man, that through school you had a little bit of a hard time, and then you had COVID that happened, but you were still able to focus on your dream. So I want you to give a tip for somebody that's watching, man, that like what do they need to do to figure out what it is that they want to do in life?
For me, it was more so, I say, like growing up, everybody wanted to play sports and stuff like that. And then at a certain point, it just clicked. I'm like, this sports stuff not for me, but I can do some cooking. So I was just like, that's how it went for me. But I say for everybody else, I feel like if you passionate about it at the end of the day, then go do it. I mean, everybody got their own walk. It may take you 10 years, 15 years to figure out what you want to do. But when you find it, go ahead and go do it. You ain't got nothing else stopping you. Just go do it.
Just go do it. So ultimately, man, it sounds like I hear you say, just kind of like take a chance on something if you're searching, and then kind of like have fun with it.
For sure.
For sure. So we're going to open it up to the audience, man. But before we do that, we got to close this out because we only got so much time here. So if you watching, this is my little brother, Eric. Man, it's a blessing to be able to even be sharing the stage with him. You know, it's just a good opportunity because me and him was supposed to have sat down, but time to kind of ran his course a little bit because he going to school. You know, we'd be able to come back, but man, it was just good, man, to really like sit down with you, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I love you, bro.
Me too, bro.
With that being said, you already know what you can do. Pass, go, and collect your 200. Peace.